Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 2016 final week is on the air. We are at PNC Park. Today's date is September 26, 2016, for a big matchup in the National League Central between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Cubs come into this game a record of 105 wins and 50 losses. They have already clinched home field throughout the entire postseason. The Pittsburgh Pirates are 89 and 66. And right now they are 2 games back of the number 4 seed, trailing the Los Angeles Dodgers. You would love to get the 4 seed, because then if you're the 4 seed, you do not have to play 2 games. You only have to play 1. The Pirates have a 5-game lead on the Mets, who are right now the number 6 seed in the National League. All the teams in the playoffs have been confirmed. The only races we have left really in the National League West, the San Francisco Giants only have a 1-game lead on the Dodgers for this division. In the American League West, the Mariners, they have not clinched yet, although they have won second place. They must get to 82 wins, and that will put them officially in the postseason. The Baltimore Orioles and the Toronto Blue Jays. Baltimore's magic number is 2 to clinch second place. They have the tiebreaker on the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays play in 10-minute ticker. If the Blue Jays lose their game in 10-minute ticker, Baltimore does clinch second place, and they are the 4 seed at the moment. The Tigers, they're right there. They are the 5 seed. They have a chance. I don't think they'll catch the Orioles, but they are right there. So the Mariners need to win 1 more game, at least in this final week. The San Francisco Dodgers series, they play the last 3 days of the season. There's still a few interesting games left. The Washington Nationals are a half game ahead of the Giants for the number 2 seed. If you're the number 2 seed, you will have home field in the National League Division Series. There is still a few more things left to settle before we begin the 2016 postseason. David Vega, Frank Rosenk, Brian Patterson, Thomas Bartlett, Jeremy Brooks, and Baseball with the Demos join us here at PNC Park. The Cubs historically won this game. They kind of pounded the Pirates 12-2. They had 18 hits and no errors. The Pirates had 10 hits and 2 errors. But we all know that Inside Pitch does have a mind of its own, so I'm expecting hopefully a good matchup tonight. Before we actually start, I want to give a shout out to I happen to be a fan of a very big of a tennis player today who just won her first major championship. I don't know how much you guys are into tennis. But I'm a big fan of Coco Gauff ever since she broke into the world of tennis when she beat another favorite of mine, Venus Williams, in Wimbledon. She just won her first major Grand Slam championship. So I don't know how you guys are into tennis. I don't know how much you follow, but I wanted to give a shout out, although of course you won't see this. But I think for all those of you who know that she just won her first Grand Slam title at 19 years old. I just wanted to go ahead and give a shout out to her because I am a very big fan of hers. She happens to live down here close to me in Delray Beach, here in South Florida. So I've never met the woman or her family or her parents, but one day maybe I would like to, just to shake her hand and say congratulations. So I just wanted to go and say a shout out to Coco Gauff. She won her first Grand Slam major, the U.S. Open. And if you've not seen her win it, please check it out on YouTube. It should bring tears to your eyes. But right now, I'm pretty sure that the Cubs would like to bring tears to the eyes of the Pirates here in tonight's game. We are in the final week of the 2016 season. The final week is a little different. Instead of 1 game, you know what? Because of Coco Gauff winning her tournament, there, David, I will not block dragging you for that one, but that's fine. And that's fine. But The final week is a little different. It's one game per 1 day of baseball. So the 10-minute ticker is only 1 day long. Okay, not 3. As we now finish off the season to prepare for the postseason. If everything goes right, okay, and we finish the season with 1 day per 1 game, which we probably should, the 2016 postseason will begin next Sunday. And I know we can't wait for that. It should be a lot of fun. But there are still a few things left to finish off here in the 2016 season. So let's get right to it. Starting pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates tonight is Chad Kuhl. We've seen him before. 5 wins, 4 losses, a 4.20 ERA, 53 strikeouts, and 20 walks in 2016. We are at PNC Park. This is a pitcher's park. 118 home runs, 257 average, -2 to strikeouts, and +1 to walk. So PNC Park in 2016 was pretty much a pitcher's park. So we're about to get some baseball started. So let's get things going here. And let's get to the top of the first. Let's play some baseball. Leading off for the Cubs will be left fielder Chris Coghlan. Coghlan started the season with the Oakland Athletics. He is now on the Cubs. 188 average, 6 homers, and 30 RBIs. Using yellow, white, and black dice, Pirates are the home team, and we are set and ready to go. Let's begin the final week of the 2016 season. Kuhl, 2-6, that's blank. Coghlan, 5-1, and that's a ground out to second base. That'll be handled by Sean Rodriguez, and he will go ahead and get that and throw it over for the out. Next batter is the third baseman, Chris Bryant. 292 average, 39 homers, 102 RBIs. Hey, RGL, why do your Mets not want to help the Guardians? Because the Mets, the Mets just don't want to help anybody right now. I think the Mets just want to go and play some golf. Kuhl, 6'5", that's at the park. PNC Park, 5'6", and that's a base hit. He'll slap that one into right field. And Bryant will get himself a single. Next up will be the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. 292 average, 32 homers, 109 RBIs. So we have one out here. Infield is that double play. I will answer your question in a little bear baseball demos. Strategy roll, that is a 6. Bryant will stay put. Kuhl. 1-4. That's a home run chance. Lefty, 1-17. The 20 is too high. Rizzo, 5-2. And that's a line drive right to third. That's going to be out number 2. Third baseman Gong. The only way he can get out Bryant is on a 1. And nope, Bryant will get back. So that is the second out. So Rizzo lines it right to young Gong. But he'll go ahead and hold on to it as Bryant gets back. And that is the second out. Next batter will be the catcher, Wilson Contreras. 282 average, 12 homers, 35 RBIs in 16. Mike Eisenberg joins us here at PNC Park. Strategy, that is a 3, and Bryant will stay put. Contreras, 3-4, Kuhl 3-4. Walk plus, that's 17, will be ball 4. And Kuhl can't believe it. He thought that was right there, but the umpire said it might have been a little high. So it's cool because Contreras is a 16, but +1 makes him a 17, and he will walk. That's the first walk given up by Kuhl. And now we will see the right fielder, Jason Hayward. 230 average, 7 homers, 49 RBIs. Strategy roll, nothing on the 12. Kuhl will go ahead and pitch. Kuhl, 6-2. Wild pitch, that's a 6, and yep, that will be good enough. And the runners will move up. So Kuhl lost his cool and threw the ball away. I guess I should give myself the block dragon on that one. And now the runners will move up. They'll redo the strat, and nothing will happen. Bryant will stay right where he is. Kuhl with the pitch. Kuhl, 5-5, strikeout 3, and yes, he got him. Swing and a miss, struck him out. First strikeout for Kuhl. No runs and a hit for the Cubs and a walk. And we go to the bottom of the first. as the Pirates coming up. How do I handle a successful pickoff when the bases are loaded? According to Chris, if the bases are low, usually, according to the rule, when it comes to a pickoff, you throw to the base where there's a next open base. Okay, when you throw to a base, it's the next open base. Okay, but if the bases are loaded, he says probably you would go to. He said so. If that was the case, then you would be trying for a pickoff at third. Okay, but I think with the bases loaded, I would try the pickoff to first base in that case, even though second base is not open. But I don't think the runner would be over. So I think maybe he said that you throw to the base where the next base is open. So if the bases are loaded, home plate is the open base. So I guess you really would throw it would be a pickoff attempt at third, but that's rare as it is. So what I do is I say you throw and I agree with Mike Eisenberg. So you could just throw to first, but you could say you made a pitch to the catcher, and then the catcher threw to third base to pick him off. You could say that's how I do it because it's really rare that a pitcher picks off a third base. It has happened. I do know it has happened. Let's go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Chicago Cubs tonight is Kyle Hendricks. We've seen him before, but early in the season. 16 wins, 8 losses, a 2.13 ERA, 170 strikeouts, and 41 walks. So what the Pirates are trying to do, they've already clinched the postseason. The Pirates are trying to get closer to the number 4 seed, and right now that is the Dodgers. The Pirates are only 2 games back of the Dodgers for the 4 seed, and that is important. That means you only have to play 1 game, not 2. Leading off for the Pirates will be first baseman John Jaso, 268 average, 8 homers, 42 RBIs. Hendricks, 4.5, that's a range play. Jaso, 5.2, ground ball right back to Hendricks. He's excellent. His range is a 5, that's a 4. He'll get it, and he'll underhand it to first for the out. So actually the Pirates do have something to play for. Next batter will be Josh Bell. He is in right field for this game. A 273 average, 3 homers, and 19 RBIs. Wonder if Texag 75 will stop by. Yes. How about them Canes? Hendricks with the pitch. Hendricks, 6.5, hit by pitch. Nope, the 10 is high. Bell, 6.2, and that is a fly to left. And that will be Chris Coughlin getting to that for out number 2. Next batter, the center fielder, Andrew McCutchen. I put him in the Hall of the Very Good. 256 average, 24 homers, 79 RBIs. Hendricks will go ahead and pitch. Hendricks, 2.4, that's blank. McCutchen, a 5.5, and that's a base hit. He'll slap that past third, and McCutchen gets the first hit of the game for the Bucks, and he will hold it first. Now we'll see the third baseman, Young Ho Gong, 255 average, 21 homers, 62 RBIs. McCutchen had 6 stolen bases. That's a 20, though. Hendricks fires to first, and he got him. Picked him off. Side retired. Ooh, Hendricks, a pickoff 1-7. That's a 5, and he got him. McCutchen, I guess, was not looking. Hendricks had a pretty good move, and that will retire the side, as Gong will have to wait for the next try. So no runs, a hit for the Pirates. No score after 1. Yes, I agree. Pittsburgh should never let him go. Have trusty soda nearby. Great game, by the way. Baseball, Dave. I wasn't able to watch it because I was working today, but I did watch the replay, and I saw a little 9th inning magic at your baseball game today. So for those of you who did not watch Baseball Demos' 1975 NBC Game of the Week, I suggest you do, because there was some 9th inning magic. Top of the second, shortstop Addison Russell will bat. 238 average, 21 homers, 95 RBIs, and 16. Kuhl, 3-2. That is a blank. Russell, 5-1. And that ball is hit to right. That's a power hit to right. That is an 18, and that's going to be too high. And that is going to be a fly out to right. Going after that is Josh Bell, and he'll make the catch for the out. Next up will be the center fielder, Albert Almora. First time we've seen him. Pretty much a call-up, but it had a pretty decent season for 112 at-bats. 277 average, 3 homers, 14 RBIs, and 16. Kuhl. A 5-2, and against a righty, that will be an out. And that's a ground out to second base. Taken care of by Sean Rodriguez, and that is the second out. This Cubs team is going to be very interesting in the postseason. Second baseman Javier Baez is up next. 273 average, 14 homers, 59 RBIs. Kuhl, 5-1, strikeout, 20 is high. Baez, 1-4, single into right field. And going after Bell will go ahead and get that, and that will be a base hit for Baez. It'll bring up the pitcher, Kyle Hendricks. He had a 138 average and 2 RBIs in 16. Baez had 12 stolen bases, and that is a 6, and he ain't going anywhere. Kuhl, 3-2, that's blank. Hendricks, 6-3, and that's a line drive at right to third. Gong puts up his glove, pop goes into it, and that'll retire the side. No runs in a hit for the Cubs, and we'll go to the bottom of inning number 2. So still a few positions in the playoffs. Still a couple of races yet to be decided here for 2016. We are not done yet. One of the reasons why I do a final week and do a 1 game per 1 day. Once again, Young Ho Gong will lead off for the Pirates. He was on base when McCutchen got picked off. Hendricks, 3-4 against a righty. That is a blank. Gong, 5-4, and against the righty, that's a fly out to right. Jason Hayward will come to that, and he'll make the play. Next batter will be Sean Rodriguez. He's at second base for this game. 270 average, 18 homers, 56 RBIs. Hendricks, he'll go ahead and pitch. Hendricks, 3-6, strikeout 12. And, yep, that's going to be a cold strike 3 on Rodriguez. He didn't like the call, but he's going to have to accept it. And that'll be the first strikeout for Hendricks, 2 away. We'll never count these Cubs out no matter how down they are the series. Yes, it is. That'll bring up the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. I love his name. 264 average, a homer, and 33 RBIs. In 2016, Hendricks with the pitch. Hendricks, 2-4. That is a blank. Cervelli, 2-3. And that is a ground ball hit to short, taken care of by Addison Russell. He'll toss it over. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for Hendricks. No score after 2. Can you believe we're already in the final week of this 2016 campaign? The postseason is coming up. And, of course, everybody's favorite show. Top of the third, Chris Coghlan will lead off. He's 0-for-1. Kuhl will go ahead and deal. Kuhl, 6-5. That's at the park. PNC Park, 1-6. And that is a fly out to center field. And McCutchen will take a step back and get it. 1 away. Here's Bryant. Bryant got a base hit his first time up. Kuhl, 5-2 against the righty. That is an out. And it will be a grounder to second base, taken care of by Rodriguez. They'll toss it over to first. And now Rizzo. Rizzo is 0-for-1. Kuhl, they'll go ahead and pitch. 5-3. That is a home run result against the righty. Rizzo needs a 16. That's a 5. And that one is probably not coming back. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is gone. Home run, Anthony Rizzo. So Chad Kuhl goes ahead and pitches Rizzo a basketball, and he slam dunks it pretty much into center field. That is out of here, and it is 1-0 in favor of the Cubs. Cubs don't really have nothing to play for. They've clinched home field throughout. They cannot do any better. But the Pirates, however, they do still have something to play for. Here is Contreras, and Contreras walked his first time up. So 1-0 in favor of the Cubs. Kuhl, 3-2. That is a blank. Contreras, 6-2. And against the righty, that's a fly to hit the right. And Josh Bell will go ahead and get that. And he will make the catch. 1 run on 1 hit, a solo bomb by Anthony Rizzo. And it is the Cubs who just took a quick 1-0 lead. As, yep, the Allegheny claims another baseball. Leading off for the Pirates will be the left fielder, Adam Frazier. 301 average, 2 homers, 11 RBIs. Not bad for only 66 games. Hendricks, a 2-1 strikeout. The 18 is high. Frazier, 5-5. That's a fly to left. And Coughlin, he doesn't have to move at all. It just goes right to him, 1 out. Next batter is the shortstop, Jordy Mercer. 256 average, 11 homers, 59 RBIs. Hendricks with the pitch. 6-5, hit by pitch. Nope, the 9 is high. Mercer, a 4-2, and that's a ground out to short, handled by Russell, and he'll toss it over for the out. And now the pitcher, Chad Kuhl, batted .087 that year in 16. Hendricks will pitch to his opposite number, 6-2. That's a range play at the park. PNC Park, 5-6. That's a base hit to right field, but it's a range play for Jason Hayward. He was excellent. His range is a 5. That is a 6. He won't get it. Well, Kuhl must have just out of his reach. And Kuhl's going to go ahead and get a single to keep the inning going. And the Pirate dugout kind of erupts in some laughs to give Kuhl a bit of a clap there. Here's Jaso. Jaso is 0 for 1. Kuhl on at first. Will still roll strategy, and nothing happening at all. So Hendricks with the pitch. 2-3. That is a home run result against the righty. Jaso needs a 6. The 10 is too high. Jaso 3-1. Instead, he gets over it, and that's a ground ball to second base. And getting that is Javier Baez. And he's gonna throw to first to get Jaso, and that will retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Pirates, and it stays 1-0 after 3. God, I love inside pitch. We go to the top of the 4th. Leading off for the Cubs will be Jason Hayward, and he is 0 for 1. 1-0 in favor of the Cubbies here at PNC Park. Kuhl, 6-4, error on a throw. Hayward, 2-4. That's a fly out to left. There won't be a throwing error. Left fielder Frazier will come in a bit and get it. Here's Russell, and Russell's 0 for 1. Kuhl, he will pitch. 1-1 against the righty, strikeout plus. That 3 will go ahead and get Russell easily. Struck him out, and that is strikeout number 2 for Kuhl. Next batter is Almora. He's 0 for 1. Kuhl goes ahead and pitches. 4-3 against the righty, strikeout plus. That 3 will get him. Swing and a miss, strikeout, and that will end the inning. First time Chad Kuhl sends the Cubs down in order, and we'll go to the 4th, or bottom of the 4th, I should say. Yeah, I'm wondering where Texags is so far. Big win for the Canes, by the way. That is for sure. Bottom of the fourth inning. And Josh Bell leading off for the Pirates. Cincinnati wiping out Pittsburgh. Yeah, figured they would. Hendricks with the pitch. Hendricks 3-1. That's at the park. PNC Park 2-2. That's a grounder to first base. And Rizzo, he will go ahead and get that, and he'll take it himself to the bag. One out. Next batter is Kutch. Kutch got a base hit his first time up, but got picked off by Kyle Hendricks as Kemi Poo joins us here at PNC Park. Hendricks, 2-3, home run result against the righty. McCutchen needs a 12. That's a 2, and this game is tied. Kaboom! That ball is pretty high. That ball is hit pretty deep to left field, and it is gone. Home run, McCutchen. Stadium cheers. Yay! So Andrew McCutchen goes ahead and gives up as Hendrick pitched him a meatball. McCutchen turned that into lasagna, and we're tied at 1 here. And now the batter is Gong. And yes, Kemi Poo, NFL time. Yes, it is, as well as college. Gong is 0 for 1. Hendricks with the pitch. Hendricks, 4-6, strikeout plus. He'll get him on the 5. And that will be the second strikeout for Hendricks, as PNC Park does subtract a couple from the strikeout rating. Rodriguez is next. He's 0 for 1. Hendricks with the pitch. 5-1, strikeout, 8, swing and a miss, strikeout, and that will end the inning. Third strikeout for Hendricks. A solo bomb by Andrew McCutchen. We're tied at 1 after 4. Welcome to the final week of the 2016 season. It has been a lot of fun, and we're nowhere near done yet. Top of the 5th, and Javier Baez will bat. He's 1 for 1. A lot of fun playing a contemporary baseball season. I look forward to more contemporary seasons in the future, because there's about, I'm sure we'll do more contemporary baseball. But I have a feeling you guys will not be voting for this era for at least the next one. But who knows? Who knows what season might come up? Kuhl, 2-1, strikeout, 2, swing and a miss, struck him out. Strikeout number 4 for Kuhl, and that is his third consecutive strikeout on the Cubs. Here comes Hendricks. Hendricks got lined out in his first time up. Kuhl, and here comes the pitch. Kuhl, 6-2, wild pitch, ball 1. Kuhl again. Yeah, it would be great if his name was Joe Kuhl, wouldn't it? 4-3 against the righty, strikeout plus. That is an 8, and that is the 5th strikeout for Kuhl, and that is the 4th consecutive one he's had. And now to bring up Coughlin. Coughlin is 0 for 2. Kuhl, he'll set it up and pitch. Kuhl, 2-1, strikeout. The 18 is high. Coughlin, 2-3. That's a single. He hits that one past second. And Coughlin will go ahead and get the first base and keep the inning alive with his first hit of the game. It'll bring up the very dangerous Bryant. Bryant is 1 for 2 with a base hit. Coughlin has 2 stolen bases, and he's not stealing any there. Kuhl, 4-1, strikeout 4. He got Bryant, swing and a miss, struck him out. And Jad Kuhl strikes out the side. No runs and a hit for the Cubs. And right now, Kuhl doing a heck of a job here to keep this game tied at 1. The Cubs historically won this game 12-2. But right now, Inside Pitch says we're going to have a different game. Leading off for the Pirates will be Francisco Cervelli, and he's 0 for 1. Hendricks with the pitch. 4-5, range play. Cervelli, a 1-5 against the righty. That is a ground ball to third. That ball is at the Bryant. His range is a 4. That is a 6. He won't get it, and that is going to be a base hit for Cervelli. So there was no way Bryant was going to get that. because that was way out of his reach. And so that puts a big run on first base. It'll bring up Frazier. Frazier is 0 for 1. Infield is that double play. Cervelli had 6 stolen bases. He won't have any here. Hendricks, 4-6. And that's a strikeout plus. That 19, however, that's a strikeout plus. That makes him an 18. -2 is a 16. The 19 is still too high. Frazier, 3-1, and that's lifted to center field with the fly out. And Almora will go ahead and get that for out number 1. Batter is Mercer. Mercer is 0 for 1. Strategy roll again. And again, nothing happening. Hendricks, 2-3. Home run result against the righty. Mercer needs a 5. The 19 is too high. Mercer, 6-1. And that is a fly out to center field. And Amora is going to again make that catch for out number 2. So Hendricks again makes a bad pitch. But Mercer couldn't do anything with it. 2 away. The batter is Kuhl. Kuhl can pitch to 22 batters before he tires. Let me see here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. He's got 2 more batters left he can face before he tires. You know what? That's going to be it for Kuhl. So Chad Kuhl actually pitches a good game, but the Pirates know that they have a chance to get the number 4 seed in the National League. They will go to the bench. So Kuhl will leave with the no decision. Will leave with a chance to still get a win, but the Pirates will go to the bench. And coming on to pinch hit for the Pirates is going to be Gregory Polanco. 258 average, 22 homers, 86 RBIs. So Polanco will come on and pinch hit for Kuhl with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Cervelli on it first. Strategy, nothing on the 19. Hendricks with the pitch. Hendricks, 1-6, strikeout 10. That will miss. Polanco, 2-5. That's a grounder to second base. Up with it is Baez, and he's going to throw to first to get the out, and that will retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Pirates. We're still tied at 1 here after 5. Top of the 6th. Leading off for the Cubs will be Anthony Rizzo, and he got a bomb his last time up. 2 lefties and a righty coming up to lead off, so the Pirates will go with a lefty. And that will come up to pitch will be Felipe Rivero. 1 win, 6 losses, a save, a 4.09 ERA. Felipe Rivero started the season with the Washington Nationals. He is now on the Pirates. So Rivero will come on to pitch, and he can pitch to 4. So Rizzo will go up against Rivero here to start the top of the 6th. Rivero, 1-4, strikeout plus with a floor. He will get Rizzo. Struck him out. So Rivero comes up there, and he will get Rizzo. And now it'll bring up Contreras. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Rivero, a 4-3, strikeout 1, swing and a miss, strikeout. He'll go ahead and get him. And that is the second strikeout there for Rivero. He had 92 strikeouts in 77 innings pitched in 2016. Even though he had a high 4.09 ERA, but I have no problem with that. Hayward is up next. He's 0 for 2. 2 outs here. Rivero, 5-5, strikeout plus. That is a 9, and that is a swing and a miss, strikeout. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Felipe Rivero strikes him out consecutively, an immaculate inning, and we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Hendricks will come back on the mound. And the top of the order for the Pirates, here is John Jaso. He's 0 for 2. Tied at 1 here. Bottom of the 6th inning in a game historically that had 14 runs. Hendricks, 1-4, possible error. Jaso, 2-1, fly ball, right field. That ball is hit to Hayward. His error rating is a 2. That's a 10. He'll make the catch, and that's the first out. So nobody's stringing anything together tonight, just like Brian Patterson is saying. Here's Bell. Bell is 0 for 2. Hendricks, 2-2. Strikeout 2. He got him. He'll get Bell. And that is strikeout number 4 for Hendricks, 2 away. And now the batter is Kutch. Kutch got picked off at first base, but he made up for it with a solo bomb his last time up. He's 2 for 2. Hendricks, a 6-1, strikeout 13. That will miss. Kutch, 5-6. That's a line drive hit right to second base. And Baez puts up his glove. Pop, goes right into it, and that will retire the side. So a nice job by Hendricks. And we're still tied at 1 after 6. 1, 2, 3, go the Pirates. Apparently nobody can see the ball tonight. A lot of Ks. Top of the 7th, already in the 7th inning, 35 minutes into the stream. Of course, now the streams will get a little shorter because now we're only doing 1 day of 10-minute ticker instead of 3. So now the stream shouldn't, unless, of course, the game goes on. Leading off for the Cubs is going to be Addison Russell. He's 0 for 2. They got 3 righties coming up. That'll be it for Rivero, as the Pirates will now bring in a righty to pitch the next 3, and that is going to be, and we are in the 7th inning, so now I can actually pretty much, I usually go ahead with the pitchers. I've been using the 8th inning to bring in anybody I want. I'm going to move that back to the 7th. So let's see who that's going to be, and coming on to pitch for the Pirates is going to be Jared Hughes. 1 win, 1 loss, 1 save, a 3.03 ERA. But usually before the 7th inning, I usually go by the most relief appearances. So Jared Hughes will come on to pitch. He'll be the second Pirate pitcher, and he can pitch to 4. So Russell will bat. Hughes, 6-2. That's a pitcher result against the righty. A 1-19 is a base hit. That is a 9, and it's a single. So Russell goes ahead and sends that right past the pitcher, and the Cubs will get themselves a leadoff base runner. Next up is Almora. He'll bat. He's 0 for 2. Infield is at double play. Scooney 007 and Steeler fan join us here at PNC Park. Nothing on the 5. Hughes will go ahead and pitch. Hughes, 5-4 against the righty. Strikeout. The 19 is high. Almora, 5-6. And that is a line drive to third. That'll be caught by Gong. Russell is out on a 1, but he'll get back, and that is 1 out. So we'll line out to third, but Russell gets back, and Gong doesn't even try to throw him out at first, so that will be only 1 out. Next up is Baez. He's 1 for 2. Strategy roll for Russell, and they're not going to use any strategy. Hughes, 4-4 against the righty. That is a walk plus, and that 12 will do it. That will be ball 4. And now the Cubs got something going on here with 1 out. Actually, it's a walk, not a single. So a walk there, and that is that's only the second walk. That's only the second walk given up by Pirates pitching. The batter is supposed to be Hendricks, and let's see, Hendricks can pitch to 4 more batters, but in this case, I think you're going to go to the bench. So Hendricks will be called back. That'll be it for him, and the Cubs will go to the bench. And coming on to pinch hit for the Cubs will be Ben Zobrist, 272 average, 18 homers, 76 RBIs. So both the starting pitchers will get a no decision unless Russell can come in to score. So 1 out here, top of the 7th, tied at 1. Strategy, nothing on the 19. Hughes will pitch to Zobrist. Hughes, 1-6 against the switch left. That's a walk, and the 18 will walk him. He will walk him. Zobrist, an 18 plus 1 is a 19. He goes ahead and walks Zobrist, and now the bases are full of Cubs. So he goes ahead and walks him. Now the batter is Coughlin. And the Pirates, let's see what they're going to do here. They are going to go to the bullpen again. That'll be it for Hughes. As actually Hughes did a good job, but the bases are loaded now. So the Pirates will go ahead and bring on a pitcher. Question is, they need a lefty, and I think that's what they're going to do here. Who do you bring in to pitch? That's the seventh inning, can bring in anybody. Coming on to pitch for the Pirates is going to be Zach Phillips. No wins, no losses, no saves, a 2.70 ERA. Phillips is a lefty, so he'll go ahead and go up against Coughlin here. Bases are loaded, the infield is in. Strategy roll. And that is a 1, but Russell nothing doing there. So Zach Phillips being called upon. He's a French player, but this is, the last week of the season, so you see players like this. Phillips with the pitch. 1-3. That's a walk. That's a 6. And the Cubs have taken the lead. He goes ahead and walks in a run. And it will now be a 2-1 Cub lead. Stadium groans. So a walk by Coughlin will move all the runners across. Now a 2-1 lead for the Cubbies. Here comes Bryant. And Bryant is 1 for 3. Infield is still in. And now 2-1. As Zach Phillips goes ahead and gives up the walk. They'll try again. Strategy again. Nothing on the 16. Phillips, 6-2. Home run chance. Righty, 1-7. The 10 is too high. No slam. Bryant, 6-1. Instead, that's going to be a fly ball to left field. That'll be caught by Frazier for out number 2. Bryant, sacrifice fly of 1. Not good enough. Baez, a base runner of 4. Left fielder Frazier, -1. A 1-3. Baez still scores, and he will. So it will go as a sacrifice fly. It is now 3-1 in favor of the Cubs. Zobrist does stay where he's at. But that will come on a sacrifice fly to left field. So now runner with 2 outs. And the next batter is Rizzo. He's 1 for 3. And he has a home run in the ball game. So runners at first and second, fans here at PNC Park. Now a 3-1 ball game. Strategy, nothing on the 6. Phillips, 6-5. Strikeout 8. That's gonna miss. Rizzo, 4-2. That's a ground ball to second base. It'll be handled by Rodriguez. He's gonna throw to first to get Rizzo, and that will retire the side. But the Cubs get 3 runs on, believe it or not, 1 hit, a sacrifice fly, and 3 walks. And we are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I will be right back. Don't forget, we have 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. I do not know the next game that we'll do yet. We have to see how the 10-minute ticker goes. Remember, during the final week of the season, I usually do not have pre-scheduled games, so we usually choose them on the fly after the ticker. So we will find out what the game will be for the 27th when we get there. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th inning here, and Young Ho Gong leads off for the Pirates. He is 0 for 2. 3 righties coming up, so the Cubs will go to a right-hander. And let's see who that's going to be. And let's see. Coming on to a right-hander. And they are going to go with... Coming on to pitch for the Cubs is going to be Pedro Strop. 2 wins, 2 losses, no saves. A 2.85 ERA. Strop will be the second Cub pitcher as we go to the bottom of the 7th. 3-1 in favor of the Cubbies. And let's see what happens here. Strop, a 1-2, strikeout 9, and that is just a bit high. Gong, 4-6, and he leads off with a double into center field. So Strop comes in, and Gong goes ahead and sends that one into center. And the Pirates get the leadoff man at second, so that's a good start for him. Next up is Rodriguez. Rodriguez is 0 for 2. He'll bat. Runner on second base. Strategy, nothing on the 5. Gong stays put. Strop, a 6-6 home run result against a righty. Rodriguez needs a 20. That's a 6. Well, Strop goes ahead and gives up a leadoff double, and now Strop just ruined it for Kyle Hendricks as he puts that one over the plate, and Rodriguez goes ahead and eats it and puts the plate in the garbage. Kaboom! High, deep, and gone over the center field fence. This game is tied. Stadium cheers. Yay! A 2-run bomb by Sean Rodriguez, and we're tied at 3. So Strop went ahead and pitched him a grapefruit. He turns that into fruit salad. And it is now tied at 3. Now the batter is Cervelli. And Cervelli is 1 for 2. And Strop not happy. And Kyle Hendricks knew he probably had the win. And he now, because he was in the dugout, now he just went to go into the clubhouse as his day was done. And he's not going to get the win. Strop with the pitch. Strop, 6-2, walk plus, that's a 10, and that'll walk Cervelli. So Strop comes in here, gives up a double, a home run, and a walk. And now the batter is Frazier, and that's it for Strop. So out comes the manager, and that'll be it for Strop. And the Cubs are now going to go to a lefty now. Let's see who that's going to be, and that is going to be Travis Wood. 4 wins, no losses, no saves, a 2.95 ERA. So Travis Wood will now come on to pitch to Frazier with the go-ahead run at first base here in the bottom of the 7th. Fans here at PNC Park, hoping the Pirates can get a win and get a little closer to the Dodgers. Remember, they're only 2 games back of the number 4 seed, and that is huge. Wood, strategy roll first. Strategy 12, nothing happening. Wood, 4-4 against the lefty. That's going to be an out, and it will be a fly out to right field. Coming into that will be Hayward, and he will make the catch for out number 1. 1 down. Next batter is Mercer. He'll bat. Mercer is 0 for 2. Strategy, nothing on the 10. Wood will go ahead and pitch. Wood, 4-3. Strikeout 4. Yep, cold strike 3 on Mercer. He got him. Oh, Mercer can't believe it. But he will get him on the K, and it's 2 away. Now a pinch hitter coming in for Zach Phillips as he will leave the ball game. And let's see who the Pirates are going to bring on to bat. And it coming on to pinch hit will be Starling Marte. 311 average, 9 homers, 46 RBIs. Marte will pinch hit with Cervelli on it first. 2 outs, nothing on the strat. Wood, a 1-2 against the righty. It's a blank. Marte, 5-6, and that's a fly ball hit to left field. And Coughlin will get to it, and they'll put it away. 2 runs on 2 hits and a walk. A 2-run bomb by Sean Rodriguez, and we're tied at 3 after 7. Top of the 8th. Wilson Contreras will lead off for the Cubbies. He is 0 for 2 with a walk, 2 righties and a lefty coming up. So the Pirates will go with a right-handed pitcher for this one. And they are going to go with, coming on to pitch for the Pirates will be Neftali Feliz. 4 wins, 2 losses, 2 saves, a 3.52 ERA. Feliz will be the 4th Pirate pitcher. Top of the 8th, tied at 3 here. Cubs don't have anything to play for. They've already wrapped up home field throughout. They're really just trying to finish the season out. Pirates do have something to play for, trying to catch the number 4 seed. Feliz, 4-2, wild pitch, ball 1. Feliz again, 3-1 against the righty. It's a blank. Contreras, 3-5, and against the righty, that will be a fly out to right. And it will be handled there by Bell, and that is the first out. Next up is Hayward. Hayward is 0 for 3. Feliz, he will pitch. 6-3. Home run result against the righty. Hayward needs a 4. The 7 just missed. Hayward, 1-2, but he'll get a base hit instead, and that'll be a single in the center. So the go-ahead run there on base for the Cubs. It'll bring up Russell. Russell 1 for 3 with a single. Infield is that double play. Hayward had 11 stolen bases, and he is not going to get any there. Hit and runs available, though. Russell, hit and run might not be a bad idea. Well, actually, might not be a bad idea. Let's see. A hit and run, let's see, a 2-1. And Russell against the righty is a 9. So +2 is a 3. So he does get the hit and run. Why not? Hit and run is on. Feliz, 6-3. Oh, boy. Home run result. But on a hit and run, the home run rating is cut in half. Russell is a 9. That would now become a 4. That's a 6. Because I called a hit and run, Addison Russell will not get the homer. Russell, 2-2, and instead he hits a fly ball to left field, and that's going to be caught by Frazier for out number 2. Oh, boy, that does not happen often. I call a home run, and Addison Russell goes to look at Joe Madden and said, "What are you talking about? You just cost me a bomb." And Russell have to head back to the bench, and that is now 2 outs. Here's Almora. Almora's 0 for 3. Russell can't believe it, but that's because when you call a hit and run, the home run rating is divided by half, and you round down. Yep, I jinxed it. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 14. Hayward stays where he is. Feliz with the pitch. Feliz, 3-6 against the righty. Strikeout plus. That 8 will be good. And he struck him out. No runs and a hit for the Cubs, as some bad managing by Joe Madden pretty much took away a home run from the Cubs. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Top of the order for the Pirates, John Jaso leads off. He is 0 for 3. Travis Wood will pitch to him. He is tired, though, but he's going to let him pitch. Lefty on lefty. So they'll let Travis Wood pitch to Jaso here in the bottom of the 8th. Wood, 6-2. That's a range play at the park. PNC, 6-1. That's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Chris Bryant. His range is a 4. That is a 3. He'll get that and toss it over for the out. Nice play by Bryant. Batter now will be Josh Bell. And Bell is 0 for 3. And they're going to let Wood, it doesn't really matter who Bell hits against, so they're going to let Travis Wood pitch to Bell as well. Wood, 6-6 against the switch right. That is a blank. Bell, 2-5, and that is a grounder to short. That'll be picked up by Russell, and the throw goes to first for out number 2. Now here's Kutch. Kutch is 2 for 3 tonight, a single and a bomb. And Kutch actually does a little worse against lefties, so Wood's going to stay out there and pitch to Kutchin as well. So Wood with the pitch. Wood, 3-3, strikeout plus 16, swing and a miss, struck him out. He gets McCutcheon, and that is a 1-2-3 inning for Wood. And we stay at 3 after 8. But will we see some ninth inning magic? Top of the ninth, tied at 3. Neftali Feliz is tired, but they're going to let him pitch to Javier Baez to see if he can continue on here. Baez is 1 for 2, a single and a walk. So Feliz will go ahead and pitch here to start the top of the ninth. As the Pirates, we'll see if they'll stick with him. Feliz, 1-6. That is a home run result against the righty. Baez needs an 11. That's a 3, and maybe it wasn't a good idea. Kaboom! High, deep, and gone. Ninth inning magic strikes again. Stadium groans. Neftali Feliz goes ahead and pitches Baez a big-time meatball. He puts the tomato sauce and the ricotta cheese on it, turns that into lasagna. It's 4-3 Cubs. Oh, boy. Now they're wondering why they left. I don't know. That manager who left Neftali Feliz in it, he's a bum. He should be fired. Pinch hitter coming in for Travis Wood, but the Pirates are going to make a pitching change first, as that is all for Feliz. So let's see what the Pirates want to do, and they're going to go ahead and bring out the closer. Might as well. Well, let's see here. They're going to bring out the closer and try to keep this a 4-3 game. Coming on to pitch for the Pirates is going to be Tony Watson. He's the closer for this game. 2 wins, 5 losses, 15 saves, a 3.06 ERA. But Watson's not here to close. He's here to try to keep it a 4-3 game. Travis Wood is done for the Cubs. Cubs will go to the bench. 9th inning, so anybody can come on to bat. And let's see who they got on the bench. And coming on to pinch hit for the pitcher for the Cubs will be Dexter Fowler, 276 average, 13 homers, 48 RBIs. So Aroldis Chapman is warming up now in the Cub bullpen. Watson will pitch to Fowler here. Nobody out, top of the ninth, 4-3. Watson, 6-5. That's a pitcher result. That 11 will be an out, and that's going to be a fly out to left. And getting under that will be Frazier, and he'll make the play for the out. Next batter is Coughlin. And Coughlin may see a pinch. Do I want to pinch it for him? Coughlin's in what? Left field? I could. Yeah, they will. Coughlin's going to come out of the game. And coming on to pinch it for the Cubs and take over in left field will be Matt Caesar. 259 average, 5 homers, 24 RBIs. So that'll be it for Coughlin, as Caesar will now take over. He's a little better in the position, too. He's a 4-0 -1 instead of a +1. So timeout on the field. Leaves him going into left. So So he's a -1 in left, so -3, 0, -2. Okay. So Matt Caesar will take over in left field for the Cubs in the bottom of the ninth. Watson will pitch to him. Watson, a 2-1 hit by pitch. 6. Yep, he hit him. Plunk. Ouch. Caesar is a 4, but +2 makes him a 6, and Caesar will get plunked by the pitch. And I know Watson didn't want to do that. That's the first hit batter of the game. So Caesar will trot down to first. The batter will be Bryant. And Bryant is 1 for 4, a single and a sacrifice fly. Infield is that double play. Strategy rolls are still on. That is a 1. Caesar gets the steal sign, but they're going to keep him at first. Watson, 4-1 against the righty. Walk plus, and at 18, it will walk Bryant. And now the Cubs have runners at first and second. A walk to Bryant. And now the batter is Rizzo. Rizzo is 1 for 4. He has a bomb in the game. Watson is looking in on Rizzo here. 1 out, top of the ninth. Cubs already took a 4-3 lead. Strategy, nothing on the 10. Watson, 5-3 against the lefty. Walk, the 19 is high. Rizzo, 2-5. That's a power hit to left field. That is a 1, and that'll be a base hit to left against the righty. Against the lefty. Base runner 3. Let's see here. 2 5s. That's a fly. That's a single to left. Single to left is a 0. So a 1-3, Caesar will score, and he will. Caesar will come in to score. Bryant does have a higher. That is a 2. Bryant's base running rating is a 4. He will make third, and Rizzo will go to first. An RBI single by Anthony Rizzo. It's 5-2 Cubs. Stadium groans. So Watson can't get anything finished in this inning. Here is Contreras. And Watson is now tired, and they're going to let him pitch one. They're going to go ahead and stick him out there right now. 5-3 now in favor of the Cubs. Watson will pitch to Contreras, or will he? You know what? Nope, that'll be it for Watson. He is done. Watson couldn't get it done either. The Pirates will go back to the bullpen. They will bring on a righty. Let's see who they have, and it will be coming on to pitch for the Pirates will be Juan Nicasio. 10 wins, 7 losses, a 4.50 ERA. So the Pirate bullpen is just blowing it. Juan Nicasio is the 6th Pirate pitcher. John Haverly joins us here at PNC Park. Infield is going to stay at double play depth and try to get out of this inning. Strategy rolls are now off. Nicasio, 6-3, strikeout 6, and he got him. He gets Contreras. Contreras is now 0 for 4 with a walk. 2 outs now, and now the batter is Hayward. Hayward is 1 for 4 with a single. Bryant on at third, Rizzo on at first. Cubs 5-3 lead. Nicasio, 3-2 against the lefty, walk plus, and once again, that's a 3, and the bases are loaded. So a walk given up by Nicasio, and that will bring up Russell. Russell is 1 for 4 with a single, no place to put him. They're going to go talk to Nicasio, see if he can get this inning over with, but the Cubs have scored 2 runs here in the top of the ninth. Nicasio, 2-6. That's a range play. Russell, 3-4. That's a double into left field, but that's a range play for Adam Frazier. He has got to make this play. His range is a 2. Nope, not even close. That'll be a double to left field. Bryant will come in to score. Rizzo will come in to score. Hayward, base running 3. Double to left with 2 outs makes him a 4. -2, a 1 or a 2. Hayward will score. He will not. He will hold it third. Russell holds it second. It's 7-3 Cubs. Stadium groans. So a 2 RBI double by Addison Russell. There was no way that left fielder Frazier was going to get it. Now 7-3. The batter now is Almora. Almora's 0 for 4. So 2 outs here, but they can't. But the Pirates just cannot get out of this inning as the Cubs have put a 4 score up here in the 9th. Nicasio, 1-3, possible error. Almora, 2-6. That's a fly ball to center field. That ball is hit to McCutcheon. His error rating is a 2. That's a 15. He'll make the catch and retire the side. The Cubs send 9 men to the plate, 4 runs on 3 hits, 1 hit batter, and 2 walks. It is now 7-3 in favor of the Cubs. So now will we see some bottom of the 9th inning magic? Bottom of the 9th inning. It's not a save situation now. Young Ho Gong leads off for the Pirates, and they got 3 righties coming up. And the Cubs were going to bring out Chapman, but they don't have to right now. So the Cubs are just going to go ahead and bring out a righty, and it doesn't matter who it is, and that is going to be Jake Buchanan. 1 win, no losses, no saves, a 1.50 ERA, French player, but might as well bring him in here. So a nobody named Jake Buchanan is going to try to go ahead and close this game out. 7-3 here, bottom of the 9th. Buchanan will go ahead and pitch. Buchanan, 1-3, home run result against the righty. Gong needs a 20. And, well, don't have to worry about the die on that one. Kaboom! High, deep, and gone. Young O Gong the Conqueror goes ahead and gets a leadoff bomb. So a Jake Buchanan comes in here. The first thing he unleashes a meatball, and he goes ahead and sends it out of here. And Gong gets it, makes it 7-4. And now the batter is Rodriguez. And Rodriguez hit a bomb his last time up. He's 1 for 3. So now a 7-4 game here. And now, once again, Aroldis Chapman is going ahead and warming up. Buchanan, 3-5. That's a home run result against the righty. Rodriguez needs a 20. That's a 7. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is gone. Home run. Second home run of the game for Sean Rodriguez. Stadium cheers. Yay! Let's see what I say here. That PNC Park was a pitcher's park. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 home runs hit tonight. What do I know? Sean Rodriguez belts one out at 7-5. They go talk to Buchanan on the mound and say, hey, come on here. Still nobody out in the bottom of the 9th inning. It's now 7-5. The batter is Cervelli, and Buchanan has to pitch to him. Aroldis Chapman looks like he will have to come into the game. That kind of teaches me a lesson. Bring in the closer. Buchanan with the pitch. 2-3, error on a grounder. Cervelli, 5-4. That's a ground ball. It's a ground ball to short. The ball is hit to Addison Russell. His error rating is a 6. That's a 1. Russell can't play it. He misplays it. And Cervelli is going to be safe. That is an E6 on Russell First error on the Cubs, and the tying run coming to the plate in Adam Frazier, and that is it for Buchanan. Wow, 2 home runs and an error, 7-5, but now the Cubs will go ahead and bring in Chapman. Aroldis Chapman, 4 wins, 1 loss, 36 saves, a 1.55 ERA. Of course, Chapman started the season with the New York Yankees. He was traded to the Cubs later. Still nobody out. Still nobody out here. In the bottom of the 9th inning. Chapman's job, get this game over with. He will pitch to Frazier. Cervelli on at first. Strategy rolls are still off. Chapman, 3-1. Error on a throw. Frazier, 4-5. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to Chapman. But Chapman is an error rating of 0. But now, let's see what now it could possibly be a double play, but we'll see. 0-0. Double play is called. But hit to the pitcher, you don't get that. So let's see. Frazier's a lefty. Shortstop is pivot, and that is Russell, a -1. So no chance of a double play. So where did the ball go? It went to second to get Cervelli, his base running rating. Nope, it's hit the second. His base running rating will now become a 2. That's a 3. So he turns around to get Cervelli. Frazier is safe at first, and that's out number 1. So no throwing error. And that will be a fielder's choice. And now the batter is Jordy Mercer. Mercer will bat. He's 0 for 3. But now 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th. Strategy rolls are still off. Chapman with the pitch. 5-5. Strikeout plus 18. That is going to miss. Mercer, 3-5. And that is a base hit past short. It's a single for Mercer. Frazier, a base running rating of 4. That will not be enough. He will hold at second. The tying runs are on. And we'll see a pinch hitter. So a pinch hitter coming in for Juan Nicasio. The Pirates are going to the bench. And coming on to pinch hit for the Pirates. Let's see who I got to go with. Well, the Pirates have their own guy. Coming on to pinch hit for the Pirates is going to be Jacob Stallings. 400 average, no homers, 2 RBIs. So Stallings going to come on to pinch hit now. Chapman, he can pitch two more batters before he tires. Now 7-5, Jacob Stallings. He'll go ahead and bat. Frazier on at second, Mercer on at first. Fans here at PNC Park hoping for a big 9th inning magic, and it looks like they're getting it. Chapman with the pitch. 5-3. That is a range play. Stallings, 2-4. It's a base hit to left field, but it's a range play for Matt Caesar. His range is a 4. He's got it. 2 outs. Frazier, a base running rating of 4, -3 to left. And Caesar, a -1 arm. Frazier will hold at second base, 2 away. What a play by Matt Caesar to make it out in left field. He took a hit away. And now 2 outs, and the batter will be John Jaso. Jaso is 0 for 4. He is due to get a hit. And now there are 2 outs. Chapman will pitch to Jaso. Frazier on at second. Mercer on at first. Jaso has a little bit of home run power. He had 8 of them in 16. Chapman looking to close the deal. 2 outs. Fans at PNC Park hoping for a hit. Chapman. 1-5. Strikeout plus 6. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. That's your game. The Cubs will hold on. And they will win this ball game 7-5. Stadium groans. 2 runs on 3 hits and 1 error. And the Pirates made it interesting, but they're going to go down swinging here, 7-5. And that was a game-saving play by Matt Caesar out in left field. And putting him out in left was the right thing to do here. So a big win for the Cubs. They'll go now to 106-50. The Pirates dropped to 89-67. Now they're hoping maybe the Dodgers or somebody loses out in the National League West, as the Pirates are still trying to go ahead and catch the number 4 seed. They're already in the postseason. They're just trying to get the number 4 seed, so they only have to play 1 game, not 2. But a big win here for the Cubs. Final line score coming up. For the Cubs, 7 runs on 9 hits and 1 error. For the Pirates, 5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors. The winning pitcher is going to be, believe it or not, the winning pitcher is going to be Travis Wood. He will go ahead and get the win. The loss goes to Neftali Feliz, and Aroldis Chapman is going to wind up getting the save. So a big-time victory here for the Cubs. They'll take a nice 7-5 win into the night. But we are not done yet. 10-minute ticker coming right up. Yeah, for those of you guys who don't know or don't, really follow tennis or anything like that, as I said early in the broadcast, I want to congratulate. I'm a big-time fan of hers since she lives down here close to me in Delray Beach, of Corey Coco Gauff, who won the U.S. Open today. I think that is awesome. 19 years old. She is the first teenager to win the U.S. Open since some nobody named Serena Williams. And she did that when she was 17. And I'm a big fan of the Williams sisters as well. So a little bit of a shout out to Coco Gauff. I'm a big time fan of hers. Been following her since she beat Venus in Wimbledon, and I couldn't be more proud as a fan. Yes, and she's an American, and she had the big time crowd up there, and it was just totally awesome. I couldn't be happier. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. Okay, so the Cubs go ahead and beat the Pirates 7-5. So that means that the Pirates, so the Cubs here go, I have the standing here, so they go there. So now the Pirates are now, what are they? They are now 3 back for the 4 seed. Let's see how the rest of the majors go. Let's do the meaningless games first. Oakland at the Angels. Oakland 9-21, and that is 2. Angels 8-32, and that is 3. That's a win for the Angels. Tampa Bay at the White Sox, meaningless. Do the meaningless games first. Tampa Bay 15-44, and that is 6. White Sox 10-56, and that is 7. A win for the Pale Hose. Let's see here. Cincinnati and the Cardinals, that game is meaningless. Reds 11-16, that is 2. Cardinals 12-52, and that is 6. And that's a win for the Cardinals. Now let's go to the games that mean something. Arizona at Washington. We'll start with that. The Nationals are a half game ahead of San Francisco for the number 2 spot, which means they would host games 1, 2, and 5 of their division series. Arizona 6-62, and that is 6. Nationals 14-54, and that is 7. So the Nationals do get the win. And timeout 1 second here. I didn't do that. So Oakland, hold on a minute here. Timeout. So Oakland got the win, and the Angels took the loss. And then what? So Tampa Bay over the White Sox. So I'm trying to keep the standings right up to date real fast. I'm doing this here. Cincinnati, let's see, Cardinals over the Reds. Cardinals over the Reds. Cardinals are probably going to finish above 500, but they're too far back, of course. Pittsburgh already clinched it. And Nationals over the Diamondbacks. Nationals get the win. They beat Arizona. Okay, now let's get back to it. All right, so let's do the Mets and the Marlins. This is not totally meaningless because the Mets are still hoping they can catch the Pirates for the 5 seed. Let's see here. Mets 6-21, and that is 2. Marlins 5-33, and that is 3. So nope, the Marlins will beat the Mets. I think the Mets are going to have to settle for the 6th seed and travel to Pittsburgh travel for that one. Let's do Yankees and Toronto. No, we'll do Yankees Toronto last. Cleveland at Detroit. The Tigers have already clinched the number 5 seed, and they have only a 3-game lead on the 5 seed. So they got to continue to win to host the first game of the wild card series. Cleveland 12-11, that's 0. Tigers 5-16, and that is 1. So the Tigers actually do get a victory as they will go ahead and beat the Indians. And the Indians, as I said, they're the number 1 seed, but Boston is still right behind them. The Red Sox do not play on the 26th. Let's do Milwaukee at Texas. The Rangers are only a 2.5-game lead on the Mariners. This is an important game for the Rangers. They got to stay ahead of Seattle. Yes, Seattle could take it from them. Brewers 10-41, and that is 4. Rangers 14-53, and that is 7. So the Rangers will go ahead and get that win and get a little further away from the Mariners. Now we will do Seattle and Houston. The Seattle Mariners and the Houston Astros. The Astros are already out of it, but for the Mariners, these games mean everything. The Mariners are 81-74. They have clinched second place, but they got to get above 500. The Mariners need a win, and they're in. Do the Mariners go to the postseason? Seattle 10-62. That is 7. Astros 8-24. That is 3. That is a win for the Mariners, and they will be celebrating a postseason berth. They are in. The Seattle Mariners go ahead and get their 82nd win. They are now playoff eligible, and they are now officially in the postseason. Finally, Yankees at Toronto. The Toronto Blue Jays are 5.5 games back of Baltimore for second place. Baltimore's magic number is 1. However, the Baltimore Orioles have a better board record than Toronto. The Blue Jays cannot lose any more games, and Baltimore has to lose all of theirs. Yankees taking on Toronto. Yankees taking on Toronto. If the Blue Jays lose this game, the Orioles officially clinch second place in the AL East and the postseason. Does Toronto keep their hopes alive? Yankees 5-55, and that is 5. Blue Jays 14-22. That is 3. No, they will not keep their hopes alive. The Toronto Blue Jays are officially out. The Orioles are officially in. So the Blue Jays are out of it now. So now Baltimore is in the postseason. So now all 12 teams have been decided for the postseason. We already have all 12 teams. That cannot change. What can still change, however, is seeding. The Dodgers and the Giants did not play this game, did not play on the 26th, and they play each other the last 3 days of the season. So we have our 12 teams in the postseason, but we still got seeding and a couple of division championships that still need to be decided, so we're not done. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Now we got to choose tomorrow's game. Tomorrow's game is September 27th. Let's see here. Oakland, LA, no. Tampa Bay White Sox, no. Cleveland and Detroit, maybe. Seattle and Astros, nah. Minnesota and Kansas City, no. Boston and Yankees, no. And Baltimore. Now that Toronto got knocked out, the Baltimore-Toronto series is not as important as it used to be. Let's see. What should we do? And I do not want to play teams that are not in the postseason. So let's see here. So what do we do? So Cleveland and Detroit. Cleveland and Detroit. Cubs and the Pirates, but we just did them. Dodgers and Padres. Padres are not in. I think that's what we're going to do tomorrow night. Our next ball game will be tomorrow night from Comerica Park. It will be the Cleveland Indians taking on the Detroit Tigers. It will be Mike Clevenger going for the Indians and Justin Verlander going for the Tigers. Cleveland still trying to clinch home field throughout the American League. The Tigers hoping that they can get closer in the American League West to the Mariners to maybe beat, well, actually try to get closer to Baltimore in this case, but I don't think it will happen. But Detroit still has to stay ahead of the Mariners for second place. Otherwise, they would have to go to Seattle and not the other way around. That will be tomorrow night's game. Cleveland at Detroit. Clevenger and Verlander. Be there or be square. Brian Patterson, Doug Hunt, Steeler fan, John Haverly, Scooney 007. And let's see here. Baseball with the demos. Mike Eisenberg, Frank Rosenk, Jeremy Brooks, Thomas Bartlett, and David Vega. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the X-ray machines. Subscribe if you've not done so. And make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night. A nice win for the Cubs tonight. They'll get that victory, a 7-5 win over the Bucks. We'll see you guys tomorrow.